Hi children, good morning. Welcome back to your science class. So in the last class we were talking about separation of substances. We learned different methods also. Now today I am going to introduce some other methods. We also follow some methods to separate liquids and solid mixed together. So today we will discuss about such methods. The first among that is known as sedimentation. Sedimentation is a process used to separate a mixture of solid and liquid. For example, you might have seen during this rainy season muddy water, that means soil mixed in water. So this water is unfit for anything because we cannot use it. It is called dirty water. But we can use it if this soil is removed from this. For this purpose, take the water in a container and keep it in a place without disturbing for some time. After some time, you just go and watch it. You can see that the dust particles has settled down and the clean water is above the container. You might have seen it sometimes, isn't it? Bucket filled with muddy water during this rainy season and all. When you leave it for some time without any disturbance, you can see the waste settle down. Now this type of separation is known as sedimentation, and the dust particle which settled down is known as sediments. Now after sedimentation, you got a layer of sediments and clean water in the container. Now we have to remove this clean water into another container. And this removal is done very carefully without disturbing the sediments below that. And this process is known as decantation. So sedimentation and decantation is related to each other. So this is one way of separating the dust particles from liquids. We can also use another methods to remove the impurities. It is known as filtration. Filtration is a process where we use filters, maybe a sieve, or we use a filter paper. So using a filter paper or a sieve, you remove the dust particles or the waste particles, or maybe you separate it and use it separately. So this type of separation is known as filtration, that is separating a mixture by using a filter. Here the mixture should be a solid and liquid. In the case of sedimentation also, solid and liquid. Even evaporation, condensation are also methods which is used for separation of solid mixed in liquids. For example, we can take salt from seawater. It is extracted by the method of evaporation. That is, we stagnate vast areas with seawater, and in the hot sun, what happens is this water starts evaporating, leaving the solid salt below the stagnated place. So this is done by evaporation. Same way, we can also do condensation. That is, on cooling, the liquid changes into solid or the vapor changes into liquid. So these are the different methods used for separation. Hope you understood this. So we learned the different methods today: sedimentation, decantation and filtration. Now we also have liquids which are divided into two types: saturated and unsaturated. What is called a saturated liquid? If no more of a solid can be dissolved in a liquid, then it is called as saturated. That means the maximum amount of solid is already dissolved in that. So no more of the solid can be accepted by this liquid. Such type of a liquid is called saturated. For example, take a glass of water, add sugar into that. So there is a limitation. You add it, you can stir it. More and more you can add, you can stir. But after some time you can notice that the sugar will not dissolve in that. That means the liquid has already become saturated. No more of the solid can be dissolved in that. Such type of liquid is known as saturated liquid. So then what will be unsaturated liquid? Yes, if more and more of the solid can be dissolved, then we call it as unsaturated. Right? So we learn so many methods of separation, and now let us see what is the purpose of this separation. Separation, why do we do this separation? We do separation for many things. First thing, to remove the impurities. Impurities are unwanted things. So we have to remove it, we do separation. The next one is to separate a mixture into 2 or 3 and use each one in different situations. For this also we do separation. Next one is to remove the unwanted things. This also is done by separation. So in this chapter we learned about separations, its importance, different methods of separation. Hope all have understood it. So have a nice day. Thank you.